Well, Betty, those days of tax-free internet shopping could very well be coming to an end. Now, as background, the way it works right now is that internet retailers without a physical presence in the state, they're not required to collect sales taxes. Technically, the consumer is required to report what they buy online and pay taxes on it. The reality is that never happens. So this bill would actually make the retailers do the collecting. Well, unsurprisingly, the retailers are speaking out about this and battle lines are being drawn. So pushing for the bill, first, you had the bricks and mortars mom and pop retailers who have been crushed by e-commerce. You also have big box retailers like Walmart, Target, and Best Buy. Remember, they usually have stores in all of these states, so have to do this collecting anyway. And surprisingly, you also have Amazon, who is for the bill. Now, analysts I spoke to said, look, it's not really that Amazon is for the bill, but its physical presence is growing, so it already collects taxes in a lot of these states. And importantly, unlike smaller e-commerce players, Amazon has the wherewithal to do this. They have the technology, they have the software, they have the money. And in fact, that's one of the biggest arguments against the bill, the logistical nightmare that it could cause for smaller sellers. And of course, Betty, the added cost it could be for them as well.
Well, that's exactly it, because Sheila, eBay has been very vocal. John Donahoe, the CEO, saying that this is going to hurt the mom and pop retailers.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, CEO John Donahoe wrote in an op-ed about this. He also sent an email to all of his eBay users arguing that the bill is, quote, a big retail battle in which small businesses and consumers have a lot to lose. Remember, eBay's entire business really made up of these small mom and pop e-commerce sellers, a lot of whom now would be stuck collecting taxes. That's a big burden, he says, which he ultimately argues would just be passed on to the consumer in higher pricing. So eBay's proposal on this is to amend the bill. He says, look, let's raise the bar in this bill from the current exemption of $1 million to $10 million. Now, speaking of dollars, that's what it always comes down to, Betty. $24 billion is what could be at stake here. That's the National Retail Federation's estimate of what goes uncollected in sales taxes every year when it comes to online purchases. And of course, we all know that these states could definitely use that extra cash.